is investing in children?
A human rights-based project for young people and children. It's trying to change the way services work, but based on what young people say rather than what an adult say.
Why is it needed?
Young people don't have the same rights as adults. We're all humans, so we've all got the right to speak out.
I didn't know anyone to talk to or who to go to.
And if you're going out at the age of 12 and committing crimes, there's something wrong. It's not just because you're a naughty person.
I don't think adults or other people are always right. I think the young people are probably right because they're the ones who are experiencing the difficulties.
It'll help loads of kids in the future to become better people themselves and hopefully bring up their kids better than what they've been brought up as.
That friendly shoulder to be able to push them in the right direction. Others need it just because they've got a hard time at home.
Sometimes people can't do everything on their own and they need support.
I think investing in children is quite distinctive because of our focus on the lived lives of children and young people. So we aren't focused up there, we're focused down here. I think that makes us different. And I think our emphasis on dialogue and change makes us really distinctive. I still think for a lot of organisations, children's rights, particularly the right to participate, have a voice, has almost become a performance art. So children are congratulated about how well they speak or how well they present their arguments, and that seemed to be the achievement. But in fact, it's not much of an achievement. What would be a real achievement is if they get listened to and we acted upon it. So we insist on that bit, which doesn't always make us friends. I think that has begun to change the way the debate's gone. So I think that's an achievement. At the heart of all are just the thousands and thousands of kids who have, picked up the baton, and whether it's to get better school dinners or, decent toilets in their school, or get the police to behave with a bit of, decency, or all the different projects. They're the ones, and they've driven investing in children, and I think the staff have been privileged to actually be part of that process.
Well, we're a day nursery and we're part of cooperative childcare. We've done investing in children for the past 8 years. It started off quite small and started looking, reflecting on the different activities we do and how we can really give the children in our nursery a voice and a say. Over then it's evolved quite a bit. It makes you sit back and reflect on what you do every day. We were making a lot of the decisions for the children and we were setting up the activities and pre-planning what they were going to do. Whereas now we sit back and think and ask the children, what would you like to do today? Any decisions made in the nursery is with the children's involvement. They're very involved in our budget and managing budgets, and they have a say of where the money goes. They have choices of the equipment they play with the activities they do. It's really important to help our colleagues progress and move forward, reflect on practice, and who better to ask the children who they're with every day. So I think that makes a big impact when you've got the vision and the ethos, seeing the children go to school confident, they value their opinions, and it works both ways. They learn to listen to each other and value each other's opinions, and they'll open up and share their feelings, and you just think it's starting them in life.
My proudest achievement with investing in children is definitely the Engaging Young Women in Sport project that we did, because I think that was our most successful and it still goes on now. Basically, they just wanted us, as part of investing in children, to look at why young women aged 12 to 16 aren't taking part in sport.
They were basically just assuming what young people would want to do.
I think it was a big eye-opener to them that we don't want to do that, this is what we want to do, and when they put it in place, they were like, yeah, we do need to listen to young people.
I think we were only 14, meeting with managers that were that high up. It was quite impressive, and for them to actually listen to us finally, that was probably my biggest achievement as well.
It proved how powerful a young person's voice can be.
We worked for a number of years, 5 or 6 years, we worked in Alderhay, one of the biggest children's hospitals in Europe, so we worked with children who were being treated for cancer to children with all sorts of different conditions, and the hospital was very committed to the idea that they should be listening and hearing. In fact, there's an academic down there who actually would suggest that treating children and young people with respect and listening to them makes the healing process much more effective.
The Investing in Children Membership Award is an award kite mark that we give to services in recognition of their good practice of how they work with children and young people. At the moment we have nearly 500 members. We have services throughout the country. The unique thing about the accreditation is that the award is given to the service based on the views of children and young people. What we don't do is just listen to the adults who could say, oh, we're absolutely marvellous, we do a fantastic job, but in reality, children and young people don't see that on the ground, and it's not the life that they live when they are being provided that service.
Went over doctors' surgeries around County Durham, and we looked at what we could improve in the healthcare and the NHS to accompany children. We thought about like maybe bringing somebody, you can bring somebody to the doctor's surgery so you don't feel all trapped up in yourself. On slideshows on the TV, like they had for adults and saying where you could go to get help and that, but they had nothing for children. As well, we want to have lots of pictures, because like some children don't like reading lots, and I think they feel more involved in what they're doing if they look at pictures, and like so it helps them feel a bit more comfortable. They made a leaflet of what we said, like we were saying about helping people and saying where they could go. As well, on TV, they had more adverts on there for children and more pictures, so we were really pleased when we went there. You know that they can't do everything, but it was really good to get them few ones that we suggested.
For the organisations, it's really important, because I think if you've got children and young people that are engaged and feel part of the service that's being delivered, then it works for everybody.
More understanding of what's going on around you.
It's enlightening.
They're involved in making changes for the better.
It's helped us with our career and grow up to be young women.
It's fun.
You get paid. It gives you a voice where you wouldn't have had a voice before.
It's like a happy, nice environment to be in.
The free trips out, which are absolutely amazing.
You explore the UK.
You're not stuck in the house bored.
They're a family to me.
It seems like a very small thing, but it can make a big change to young people's lives.
Oh, friendship. Because you meet loads of new people.
It's empowering.
We make sure adults listen to the voices of children and young people.
You're really supported by the staff.
Respect.
It's trustworthy.
It helps provide you with new opportunities to do more things in life.
Just life-changing.